Okay, so 1926. I have time. I'll still be able to get at least 1 hour of work, I promise. Why is VPatch here? Huh, I don't remember installing VPatch into Touhou 7. TH crap is there. Alright, let me just VPatch instructions just in case I might do something wrong. Why did I go there? So yeah, I'll go back to Touhou 6 Lunatic some other time. In fact, I'm gonna do it after I record this game session. And then... yeah, if I can get past stage 5, as in get to stage 6 in my next attempt of Lunatic Touhou 6, then I'll keep trying. Otherwise, I'm gonna move on to Touhou 7 because I actually want to go to a game with a visible hitbox and not only a visible hitbox when you're literally, basically, technically cheating. In other words, a better game than Touhou 6, because honestly, that game sucks. Alright, leave a copy. You will have more than one TH, DLL. Rename each individual file to TH, where did that WAMI. If you want to run the English patch game, then you must rename the executable from TH07. Wait a minute, don't I use TH crap? Do I need to make it so that my shortcuts... Where's TH crap? Here's TH crap. Do I need to make it so all my goddamn shortcuts are VPatch instead of the actual game? I'll deal with VPatch some other time. I need to rename Touhou 07E to Touhou 07. If I want to try using VPatch. Alright, welcome to my favorite game in the series. Disable VSync. Why would I want to do that? I think these are all good. Let's Gucci. Starts off at a relatively nice resolution. Way bigger than Touhou 6, that's for sure. Basically my favorite game in the series, and actually the first game in the series I ever played / watched a Let's Play of. The Let's Play I am referring to is the Let's Play made by, what was his name? The Anime Man, I believe he called himself. He might call himself something else now. He runs that show with Giguk, where they talk about anime and just generally weeb shit or something. And, yeah. That video gets memed on for basically being such a stupid Let's Play. Because he was literally such a stupid idiot who didn't even bother reading the manual, most likely, despite the fact that he could probably read the manual just fine, because he knows Japanese, considering he's Japanese. It's like if I couldn't even read Tagalog, considering I'm a Filipino. It's not like Japanese has a million different languages, variations. Just like how Philippines have like Tagalog and Visayan, or Spanish has Latin American and Spanish something version and all that. Well, anyway, I won't be doing Lunatic. To start this series off, I'll just be trying to do a 1cc. since it'll be relatively calm and it'll allow me to do the story, showcase the mechanics and all that good stuff. So, just in case I run out of things to talk about, although I might just want to focus on some parts since normal is still pretty difficult, you know? Well, if I really wanted an easy time, I'd just play easy because I actually can beat this game in easy difficulty now, unlike Touhou fucking 6, which is an elitist and doesn't let you beat the game on easy. Why even have the difficulty exist in the first place then? Just like how Cuphead has a simple difficulty, but you can't. That doesn't actually count as you beating it. Like, what's the point? Why did you even waste your time programming that? Since literally no one's ever going to play the simple difficulty if you can't progress the story with... Or maybe the later versions can do that now with Cuphead. I don't know. Either way, let's do this. Primer, easy level, aimed at those who aren't very good at shooting games. Ordinary, normal level, aimed at those who are ordinary at shooting games. What the fuck does that mean? Barrier, hard level, aimed at those who play shooting games at the arcade. Miracle, lunatic level, aimed at those who are praiseworthy. I can tell you right now, hard difficulty doesn't come close to the difficulty of arcade bullet hell games in the arcade. Lunatic doesn't even compare. How would I know? I went to one arcade and played Ikaruga? I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't even Ikaruga. It's just that came out for the Switch and I thought it looked familiar because it looked like the bullet hell game I played once. Anyway, quick story briefing, which the manual shows, but guess that's how old this game is. They still use manuals, and that's how they tell you their story. I don't have the manual though, much less a translated version. Actually, I have an idea. Let's go to the wiki. Maybe Le Touhou Wiki can give us some brief insight. Touhou 7. There are also some info on how the game plays, the scoring and stuff, name and concept, reception, press. Alright. Main articles, story. Or is this the entire thing? Or is there a source? Or external links? References? Sure, those are trustworthy references enough. Story. Dead bodies are buried under the cherry trees. You have to believe it. Otherwise, you couldn't possibly explain the beauty of the cherry blossoms. I was restless lately because I couldn't believe in this beauty. But I have now finally understood. Dead bodies are buried under the cherry trees. You have to believe it. Motojiro Kaji. Opening of Under the Cherry Trees. That's a quote from a real life curse. I have no context for that and I don't care. Winter drags in past its expiration date in Gensokyo, eventually prompting the three main characters, Reimu Hakure, Marisa Kirisame, and Sakuya Izayoi. Yep, from the 5th stage boss from the previous game. She's a playable character now. To investigate the cause. Their travels lead them into the netherworld, and she's honestly so amazing, if it wasn't for the fact that stage 4's a bitch with her. Into the netherworld, where they discover that certain people are attempting to gather the essence of spring themselves, for some unknown cause. Is that actually from how the manual worded it? And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's no need to read that. And everyone has like their own prologue, but again, that's in the manual. In Gensokyo, people, I can read the prologue as well, that's important, I guess. Next world, there's planet with sin-laden cherry blossoms, unseeable in life, unseeable again in death. Uh, just say just say you can't see them, son. In Gensokyo, people relax and bask in the calm of a winter without end. Spring has shown no sign of how's the audio. Of arriving, even though it's already May. And in fact, the snowstorms are continually getting worse. Reimu Hakure, a shrine maiden of the Hakure Shrine, is tired of being cold day in and day out, and wants to find the source of this unnatural weather. Marisa Kirisame, a black-clothed magician, sees a cherry blossom petal float down outside her warm house and wonders if spring is happening somewhere else. Sakuya Izayoi, the maid leader of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, knows their winter supplies are diminishing quickly and wants to end this prolonged winter before they run out completely. Depending on who you choose, only one of these three heroines actually goes out and investigates. Which apparently the canon ending is Reimu, because of course it is. Anyway, we'll be going as Reimu A, which has homing shots. I bet you could tell why. So, without further ado, let's go. I'll explain the mechanics as we go along. First thing you'll notice, shifting not only changes the types of bullets you shoot, they also show you your hitbox. Now I know you could see it back when I was playing Touhou 6, but that was due to me doing some modding. The second thing you'll notice soon enough when Cherno comes along. Oh, also, this music. I love this stage 1 theme so much, man. Probably just nostalgia because this is technically the first ever official Touhou song I ever got to hear. But man, I love this song. It's absolutely perfect. And here's Cherno. She's just a stage 1 mid-boss now. But look at all those bullets. I know that doesn't look impressive considering we've been playing Touhou in hard and lunatic difficulty pretty much all the time now. But believe me when I say these are way more bullets than in comparison to Touhou 6's normal difficulty. I mean, Touhou 6 didn't even have a mid-boss in its first stage. Oh, actually, fuck, I'm an idiot. Rumia was a mid-boss and the boss. Anyway, it's possible to get to max power right before the first boss, but it's so cold. I could never do that. This weather really needs to stop. Oh, by the way, the number of bombs you get are determined by your character. Reimu has 3. This is supposed to be the season for sleeping. In spring, one sleeps a sleep that knows no dawn, was it? If I had to guess, I'd say it's time for your kind to sleep forever. Oh, on that note, don't humans sleep during the winter? I mean, you're mammals after all. Some do, but I don't. Just you specifically? Then I'll help you go to sleep. A peaceful, deep sleep. You're not even gonna eat me? You're just gonna kill me? Ah, but for a deep sleep, it'd have to be way warmer. Well, if you sleep when it's warm, when you're the same as us, then you're the same as us, because I'd be flowers as well. Be quiet. If your kind would just go to sleep, it would be a little warm already. Oh wait, no, this isn't the one where... Second thing, when you pause, so does the music pauses. Because the music is very important, I promise. Also, you can give up and retry now. Ain't that wonderful? I was gonna say something. This game actually takes place roughly a year after the previous game. We can calculate, since, according once again to the main story in the as written in the manual, Touhou 6 took place during the summer. Now, if you know how seasons go, spring comes out before summer. So, yeah, it's already the next year now. So I guess you could assume that Gensokyo is generally a peaceful place, considering things probably don't go wrong all that often, apparently. It took roughly a year before the next incident blew up. And as for Touhou 8, I actually don't know. Do we have any sort of way to confirm? Touhou's story takes place in a universe where characters don't age. Just like Pokemon. Ash and everyone else remains 12 forever even though time still technically progresses. Like, you can literally see it in the game's outside world whenever you see it. Like, Renko, when she first shows up, has like a phone and it turns into a more advanced looking modern phone to fit the time the game was made. The year the game was made in. Anyway, more seriously this time. No, I was just trying to look cool, okay? I guess I should mention the game's mechanics, but I don't actually know them very well. The one thing I can explain that I know for sure though is how you get extra lives. So look closely to the right side of the screen for me, will ya? The HUD, where we can see our score, our bombs, and stuff. Right over below the grays, you can see point. That tells you how many of the blue pickups you've picked up. You know, the things that if you pick up give you points? Yeah, when you pick up a certain amount, in our case 50, we'll get an extra life. And then we'll get some more extra lives just by picking up the designated threshold. I believe after 50, it's 125, so you need to pick up 75 more. And then it's 250 from there or something. And then yeah. Simple enough. Every now and then you might see some pink pickups. Those are cherry points, I believe they are called. I have no idea how they drop. I have no idea what they do. Well, they give you cherry points, and you can see on the bottom left a bunch of numbers which I do not understand, and I couldn't tell you if my life mattered how they worked. So that was Letty. She is a Yuki Onna. You should be familiar with the term snow monsters. In the snow with long necks or something. Wait, I'm thinking of something else. Either way, she's not the cause. It would have been nice if she attacked with a bit more ferocity. That didn't warm me up at all. It would have been nice if she attacked with a bit more ferocity, I think is what she said, if I remember the script well still. Now we're stage 2, Black Cat of Nayohiga. You're still not at max power. Take this opportunity to get into max power. Dun 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 dun. Most of the shots here are aimed at you. A lot of them are pretty wide though. When you're finally in full power mode, power points, the red pickups, are converted into cherry pickups. Basically, when your cherry pickup reaches that threshold over there, you get a cherry barrier. While that barrier is active, should you ever get hit during that time, the cherry barrier is active. It's only active for a limited amount of time. You'll know that's how much time you have by the size of the barrier. It gets smaller as time progresses, and when it gets small enough, it disappears. If you let it disappear, you get a bunch of points. If you use your bomb, however, or you get hit, you lose the barrier, but you don't lose any lives, nor do you lose any bombs. There are some madmen out there who do no miss, no bombs, no cherry border breaks runs of this game. And even crazier people who abuse the fuck out of that system to get their scores past the score limit of this game. We should get our first life along with our first bomb here. Bombs, though, are still only obtained by enemies. And there's no other way to get them. There are only 2 enemies that drop bombs, and that is that girl, the mid-boss. And this part's always funny. Because all you gotta do is move to the left a bit or right, and then you're safe from all the bullets. It's funny. Ah, were there houses in a place like this? Staying into here means the end! And... Black Cat of the Loman. Chen. No last name. Well anyways, welcome to my Higa. What is this place anyway? We never visit this place ever again. Just that Chen is here. Once you wander in, you can't leave. Is that so? Maybe I should search up Mayohiga. That reminds me, I'd heard that the items from Mayohiga will make you lucky if you take them home. As usual though, this girl, as you'll see, is a common thing. That's right. With the Touhou games. Then time to start pillaging! Whoa now, you're starting to sound like Marisa. What? This is our home. Would you mind leaving, human? Whatever. So whatever happened to once you wander in, you can't leave? What was I saying? What was I trying to say? Mayohiga, Chen, place never shows up ever again. Anyway, I've played this game to death. I know this game like the back of my hand, so I'm pretty confident, at least normal difficulty. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to 1cc this no problem. Probably should have set my life to the default 3, just to add a little bit of thrill. Oh well, I'd rather not bother. Whoops. I just like this game way more comparatively to Touhou 6. There's way more polish. This spell sucks in normal and easy difficulty because it has random bullets. In Hardened Lunatic, this pattern is actually completely static. It can be dodged the same way every time. But in here, it's random, so just by that, I consider this spell harder in the other difficulties. In the lower difficulties. Come on, die already. There you go. Why are the pickups all the way over there? The bullets here are slow enough, but I believe there's like a pattern to how she shoots these bullets. I really should know how to do that. I really should know the pattern. Because I can't do that in Hardened Lunatic, man. It's way too hard. Oh, that was easy. Now let's go look for some easy to carry things. I forgot to read the dialogue out loud. Now we're in stage 3. This place makes no sense. Oh, right. Stage 1 and 2, sometimes even 3, usually the characters you fight there don't have anything to do with the incident. They're just random passers-by that get involved for no reason, because we're a bunch of dicks, I guess. And that's just, doing battles of bullets are just how we do things in Gintokyo. Alright, so this is Alice. We're immediately in the mid-boss section. And you'll find that we'll be running into her a lot during this stage because she really likes getting on her nerves. I swear, the music is supposed to be perfectly timed with you beating her with the drop. Or, hold on. Enemies do still give you lives as pickups. You can still just pick up lives. Like Alice. And I believe the stage 5 mid-boss also gives you. I won't spoil it even though we will fight her in this exact same episode right now, but you know, I'd rather not give a name right now, just for excitement's purposes. That was scary, but thankfully I've played enough hard and Lunatic. That was just no problem for me. If I routed that well, I could have killed a lot of enemies and gotten like 10 more extra lives in there or something, but that's not really much of a bother for me right now. I might start bombing or 2 or 4 in this boss fight. Is your level of the fuck? Alice Margatroyd. Well, that might be true. Long time no see. Her sole existence is to debate people when the game's demo came out, apparently. No, that's not what I meant. Long time no visibility. I'm trying to mimic the voices they have in Lost Word. Don't you remember me? Well, either way is fine though. Setting that aside, what did you mean by level of spring? I was referring to the springtime in your head. I hope mine's not too high. Still, why has this winter lasted so long? There's someone who's gathering the spring. And you have nothing to do with it? Of course not! Bye. Hey! If it's not the main characters initiating the fight, it's the fucking bitchin' ass yokais. We've only just met after so long, old friend. Have you only brought me your life as a gift? And why am I being called old friend by this 7-colored magical moron? After all, Shrine Maidens are 2 colors. Well, you're like 4 colors at best. I don't really get your nickname, it makes no sense. Yeah, sure, she shoots rainbow-colored bullets and stuff. But like, how does that make you special when Rumia basically does the same thing, and so does most fairies and stuff? And yes, you do have a wide variety of dolls, and that's like your specialty, that's like your thing, you got dolls. Well, like, why? Why not just Master of Puppets? Yes, that's a song reference. And not a JoJo reference, fuck off. Anyway, this spell is static and can be dodged the same way every time. Ain't that wacky? It is still a pretty dense and random looking pattern, so if it gets too hard, I might just bomb. Although that doesn't seem to be necessary. I should, yep. That non-spell lasts literally instantly. Alright, this one. Try to avoid micro dodging as much as possible. In normal, that's doable. In Lunatic and Hard, I'll have to do that a bunch, but yeah, this spell requires you to move a lot, and that's pretty fun. I like moving. Although I don't seem to be moving that much. This one's got some lines, try to find and follow them as best as you can. You don't want a hard time. Alright, last 2 spells. This one's got a whole variety of shit happening, and I couldn't even begin to tell you. I couldn't even begin explaining to you what they were. I've played this game way too much. I'm starting to realize that now that I'm replaying through the game, and I still haven't missed or bombed once, apart from that one time, which doesn't count, okay? It doesn't count. Alright, there's some walls here, try to avoid them. The bubble bullets are annoying though, and they'll try to make sure you have a hard time dodging those walls. By spring... Oh, look at how tattered their clothes are after every fight. Were you referring to these cherry petals? You were gathering them without even knowing that? No, I mean, yes. I am Reimu. I am incident solving master. I definitely know what I'm doing. I'm definitely not just uh improvising as I go and hoping for the best. But hey, it worked last time. Right, this stage, it's a doozy, let me tell ya. I will probably bomb for sure here a couple times. Your focus speed is so much slower compared to your fast speed. That's really throwing me off guard right now. No, my border's going to waste. Oh, by the way, while your border's active, you auto-collect every item. Ain't that neat? I believe there's like a section here where you're better off not shooting, or at the very least delaying your shooting. I'll probably need to learn how to do that. The homing's programming is a whole lot less wacky here than in Touhou 6 as well, which is really nice. Still wacky though. There's a lot of sections like these where there's like enemies coming from both sides. Just pick a side that you like and do your best to handle it. Cherry point max? What does that mean? I've seen that happen before, it's just... I don't know what it means and how I get it. Alright, most of the bullets here are either aimed at you or completely static. So technically the stage can be done the exact same way every time. Oh my! Alright, here comes Lily. The Fairy Herald of Spring. General rule of thumb when it comes to the stories of Touhou, if it's a fairy, it's no one important. With the exception of Clown Piece, I guess. And I guess Cherno? I mean, she shows up in multiple fighting games. She makes a lot of appearances. She even becomes a main character at some point. Give me my bomb to lose a bomb. Lose a bomb to get a bomb. I never know how to deal with this section. There's just way too many bullets all the time. I think if I don't shoot, they won't shoot me. Like, wow, what a concept. If you don't shoot people, they won't shoot you back. Alright, as much as you try to do it, you will inevitably come across these two, and you will just have to learn how to dodge the bullets. Stay close to the bottom when the wall is most open, and try your best. Just believe. Show no fear. Believe in yourself. Usually that kind of advice isn't all that useful, but in Touhou, it honestly is generally decent advice you can give. This guy, I either bomb her or she kills me. I never am able to kill her though. Her pattern is static though. Oh, I'm at max life. If you're at max life, if you get an extend, the extra lives are turned into bombs instead. Now, as you can see, I have 8 lives. That's the maximum F, and why are the cherry blossoms fluttering above the clouds? Doesn't someone usually show up with a response by now? Yeah, sure. Just imagine I'm wearing glasses. You see, it's that around here, when the season changes, the atmospheric pressure lowers. It looks like our tension is about to lower as well. Hey, I have business here. I'm not going home yet. Nobody's telling you to. I just mean that there are ascending air currents, you see. I mean, it seems like my destination is behind this gate. You're hurrying too much, sister. And who is that, pray tell? An ascending air current. Right, so in stage 4, the main Prism River you fight depends on which character you use. Our natural enemy. Not necessarily. In our case, it's Merlin. Not Merlin, Lunasa. So who are you people, and what is... I never learned their names, man. Just because I like this game doesn't mean I know or like all the characters in there. There'll be a cherry blossom viewing at how you will be live. You, however, can't perform. The name of the place we're about to visit for stage 5. No one knows how to pronounce it, I'm pretty sure. I wanna go flower viewing too. You have not been invited. Right, start off this battle as high up on the screen as you can, if I remember correctly. Invited by Phantoms, I wouldn't like that anyway. Unwanted noise should be drowned out. Good luck! I'll keep a safe distance just in case, since I've forgotten a little how to do things. Any assistance will be welcome. Danmaku rules aren't really designed to deal with group attacks like this. It's usually for one-on-one duels. But it can work sometimes, apparently. You will have to go inside the lanes and go in between the walls in order to beat this. Or you can just bomb it because it sucks. Alright. Depending on who you deal damage to the most, they'll be the one you fight. Alright, so deal with the streaming. 1, 2, 3. And then restream. Oh, that was risky. Alright, there you go. I got the one I wanted. Alright, so the reason why we want Lyrica is because most of her attacks are just aimed. As long as you're slow and methodical, it should be doable. As long as you don't move too much. There you go. Now this one, you wanna move up the screen a bunch. But other than that, it's scary, but never mind, huh? I don't know how to deal with this. This wasn't in the script. Oh my god, I gotta deal with 2 lanes! Oh, it's okay, I was gonna get an extra life anyway soon, and you know... I guess I don't mind dying. There you go, I got my life. Right, the spell is walls. And then they change the wall's angle sometimes by using those lasers or whatevers. I don't really get it. I don't really get what this spell's supposed to represent. But hey, nice teamwork, I like it. Whatever they're doing, I don't really understand the symbolism behind the bullets, patterns, but it's cool. This one too, it's a triangle, I don't get it. But it's cool teamwork. Once again, the bullet laser changes their directions and stuff. Just try to avoid the clumps as best as you can, because they're a pain in the ass to deal with, but yes! Now I can attend the flower viewing party. So your goal was to hijack the flower viewing? I feel like something is wrong. Do you now? And now we're actually finally gonna deal with a character that's related to the incident. And of course, Stage 5 has another boss. Let me die in spring. Okay. Of course, it's another character with a time-related ability. Well, her abilities aren't exactly necessarily, but I don't. Just let her show herself, so I don't have to bother explaining what she does. I really like the stage theme, actually. One of my favorite stage themes. Dun, dun. Aw, man, I let one of them shoot. Oh well. You're a human, I see. Just what I needed. I shall drain every drop of spring from you! You can misdirect the first wave, but you'll have to dodge the next few waves anyway. So I'd rather just learn how to dodge it. Or just bomb it. Because this spell's bullshit. It is aimed at you, if that helps. If that's information that's useful to you. I mean, that's why you can misdirect it in the first place. So, yeah, that's what she does. Oh god. Yeah, fuck this spell. A 1-up? That's just a bomb for me then. Whoops, I forgot this section came next. It's aimed. So just go to the bottom and then this one. Just minimal movement. I think it's still aimed at you or something. This ominous feeling doesn't make me happy at all. So this is why everyone here is noisy. It must be because of a living human. Don't tell me this is the place where the used to be living reside. Just say dead. Or just... The world of the dead? I see, I was invited somehow. You have not yet been invited. For one, you're not unalive yet. In any case, the barrier was very easy to pass though. We just kinda flied. How can a normal person enter the world of the dead so easily? You broke the barrier on your way here, didn't you? That one opened right up. So I let myself in. That barrier was a do not enter sign. You're like a kid climbing a pole that says danger, do not climb. Selfishly tearing it then saying that's just too dangerous. Nonsense. You're quite a talkative phantom. Half phantom. I am half non-phantom. That's what you corrected. At any rate, with just a little more spring. Honestly, if the best barrier you could come up with was just a do not enter sign, you need a better barrier. That's Saigyo Ayezaru. The tiny trace of spring that you brought here will give us the last step needed. You're quite a talkative half-phantom. Were you listening? I'm going to cut you down here and you'll meet your end. If I die in the world of the dead, would I still be sent to the world of the dead? Really makes you think. You'll be sent to hell. Oh, so this place isn't hell, is it? The things that can't be cut by Maoro Kanken, forged by yokai, are next to none! Yeah, fuck this non-spell, man. You shoot some aim shit and then some non-aim shit. It's a confusing mess. Yeah, compared to Touhou 6, the bullet patterns are just so much more complicated in this game now. Zen's really able to express his artistic freedom way more liberally now. Now that he's dealing with better programming, I believe. Anyway, I usually bomb this, but since I don't have a bomb, I may as well try my best. I bombed most of Youmuu's spells because I don't know how to deal with them, man. I got a border. May as well. Fuck your shit. This one's simple enough. Just be sure to dodge those knives in time. Or are those swords, actually? I seem to be getting stuck into a corner here. I am quite uncomfortable with the predicament I seem to be finding myself in. How am I still alive? Dun, 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 dun. Oh right, don't. Well, shit. Never mind. I'm wrong. I forgot how this spell works. What I meant to say was stay in the very bottom. Not don't go into the bottom. No, shit. Right, this is the spell where you gotta not be in the bottom. Right, start off to the side and do your best. It's streaming, but you gotta deal with... she shoots aim bullets at you, while at the same time you gotta deal with these bullets coming from below. It's a mess. There's a lot to keep track of. But hey, I've played enough Cuphead. They're bullet hell games for that matter. And besides, I played this before I played Cuphead. You will inevitably run into a wall, no matter how slow you try. Bomb or restream when that happens, I guess. You'll need to find an opportunity to restream. And then the final spell is just bullshit. I'm just gonna get rid of that with that. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god. There's enough sprint here already. What are you trying to do? The young mistress would like to see perfect cherry blossoms this year. This level of spring is not enough for the Saigyo Ayakashi to bloom fully. And is full bloom a good thing? No. No, it is not. Right, final stage. Go to the bottom and improvise. Why? Because this is the bullshit you're gonna deal with. Yep, random bullets. Do your best. Lots and lots of bullets. Don't bother collecting, they'll get auto-collected. Believe me, again though, that dialogue is way too fast. How are we expected to read them out loud, much less just read normally? Non-spell's still bullshit, but this time it's not as complicated as during her boss fight. Just deal with it. Alright, now for this spell, it's the opposite. Rather than slowing down the bullets, she actually speeds them up whenever she does that time manipulating bullshit. This bomb. She gives you a bomb anyway. Jeez. I'm so fed up with all these ghosts. I'm fed up with this world. Selfishly stepping into someone's garden? Only to speak complaints? And now we deal with the mastermind. That's not normal. Sure, my home is full of ghosts, yes. You go side... something. Now what was my business here again? The lovely cherry blossoms distracted me. Did you come for a flower viewing? We do have a few empty spaces. No, fuck you. Oh really? Well then let's go take a look. You are still not invited, dear. Ah yes, I remember. Remember what? That you're a bitch. I'd rather have a flower viewing party at my shrine. Even though the flowers here are truly beautiful. Would you kindly return the spring you stole? Just a little longer. A little longer and the Saigyo Ayakashi will be in full bloom. Yeah, just what is this Saigyo Ayakashi? I do know how to pronounce them, I was just making jokes. Oops, I let it slip. Our yokai cherry tree. We still don't have enough spring to break the seal on its blossom. It's been intentionally sealed up. So please don't unseal it. So it's probably better not to mess with it, right? Besides, we don't know what's sealed in it. It's your corpse, actually. But you're not supposed to know that, nor are you ever supposed to see it. How can you say that after breaching the barrier? Yeah, whatever, so what happens if you break the seal? A perfect bloom will occur. And at that time, a certain someone will be revived. Reviving people just for curiosity isn't good. And again, we don't know who will be revived at all. Well, I can invite humans and yokai to their death, just out of curiosity. Being able to bring death doesn't mean you know anything about bringing life. Yeah, Yuyuko's ability is to just say you're dead and you're dead. Well, she doesn't even have to say it. She doesn't even have to think it. We can't know before we try. She can just do it. So, yeah. Anyways, uninvited girl. Being here at this point in time is the same as being dead. Or more precisely, being here means you have died. Even if I'm dead, I can go flower viewing. If I could just have that bit of spring that you carry within you. I could see true cherry blossoms with that certain someone. Alright, enough joking around. I will now take back Gensokyo Spring. She should have said so from the start. It was the second thing I said from the start. The conclusion is the most important part. Return beneath the flowers, ghost of spring. Sleep beneath the flowers, red, white butterfly. I always like starting the song when the battle begins, the drop. Anyway, the spell's a bit complicated, but it is relatively static and never mind, I'm an idiot. Me and my big now. Alright, I'm actually gonna shut up for this. That laser's getting closer and closer. I really suck at restreaming this. Damn it. I panicked. Oh. Oh, this helps. Dang it. Death bomb timer so much more lenient, that's so nice. Dang it, what a useless border. I never learned how to do this spell, I usually just bomb it. I will probably have to learn it. And I do Lunatic. Alright, there we go, but wait. My life might have ended knowing nothing of misery or not custom gracefully retreat. She's still got one last trick out up her sleeve. As for whether or not it's legal in spell card rules for you to declare one more spells even though you've already declared all the spell cards you said you would declare, we'll deal with that later. Anyway, this is a survival spell, there's no point in shooting. It's a completely static pattern. Some people like the bottom hug, people like me. And then there are some people that like to go to the top. That's way too scary for me though, so I don't deal with it. Shit. Bomb. Goodbye, Jojo. Aw man, just barely short of getting to 100,000. Just barely short of getting 200 million. Aha! Beat it once again. I've still got it. As usual though, it's filled the last boss is filled to the brim with lots and lots of mistakes. It's the Hakurei Shrine, located at the edge of Gensokyo. Upon her returning, the shrine's maiden began to prepare for a flower viewing feast, as though nothing had happened. Indeed, the cherry trees in the backyard had fully blossomed, as though nothing were out of the ordinary. It really feels as though nothing had happened. Eh? Was something going on? You should get out more while you were at home. I was met with quite a bit of trouble. I'll forget it.
Is that so?
Not really. Stuff like that is normal. Being a ghost, didn't you have any trouble getting here? Not really. Shrines do nothing to repel us. Temples or churches are a different story. Spring has come at long last. This isn't the mistress's garden, so I won't have this that's Yomu speaking actually. Spring has come at long last. This isn't the mistress's garden, so I won't have to clean it. Cleaning is your job, gardener. You can't refuse. It's happening. It's happening. Shouldn't we be visiting at night, mistress? You won't see the cherries so clearly in the dark. Yet another person to fill the role. What role? Anyway, I brought drinks and sweets. What role but... yours. Eh? Hey, compared to my expansive garden, this tiny patch the size of a cat's forehead shouldn't take much effort, right, Yomu?
You're so mean, mistress.
And what do you mean by cat's forehead? Rat's bane, eh?
Is it safe to eat this cake?
In the end, Saigyo Ayakashi blossomed, but not fully. The seal on it didn't break, so as always, everyone was greeted by this arrival of spring. Gensokyo had already forgotten about the events of winter, such as the power of cherry blossoms. Ending number 4. Cool. I forgot, if you read all the dialogue, it actually takes an hour to beat the game. I thought it was just gonna be 30 minutes like usual. I don't have any more time. So this game is pretty special, and it's the only game that has a Phantasm stage, which you unlock after beating the extra stage, which is basically just extra but harder. And yeah, it's very important to the plot. There's some really important plot revelations in that extra stage. And they kept it there, God. And I'm gonna beat it. Making Touhou 7's Extra and Phantasm stage the second ever extra stages I managed to beat. I'll try, as usual, right now. But yeah, I'll be focusing on trying to get at the very least, a hard one's easy. I'm just letting the credits roll out. I gotta pee. Maybe I should have pissed while the credits were rolling. Next Phantasm. Oh. Alright, I'll do the extra after a short break. Right. You hang. Extra level, the road that shouldn't be taken. There's also so much info on characters and the shot types. In this game. I wish that remained the case. As usual, you only get 2 lives and stuff. We are not at full lives. We shall have to collect it. Don't let them shoot. Shit. Whoa, what? Hello, Chan. Today I've now become freshly and newly possessed. Which part of you is new, then? You get life the same way you usually do, but yeah, as you can see, it's gonna be pretty difficult to do it. I believe you gave me a bomb, though. Shit. Not a bomb, a life, which I have now lost. Those bullets were quick, they caught me off guard, they did. Shit. And she still has one more spell card after this. What is this? Also no continues. Well, I tried. As usual, it's all about trial and error. Fuck my schedule anyway, I guess.